Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. We're talking about how to incorporate foods, healing foods into your life. A lot of people have a lot of trouble doing it. Completely understand, okay? Because it's not easy. But what's happening is people are eating fillers. Fillers. I'm not talking about fillers that are stuck in bad supplementation. Not talking about fillers that are stuck in bad supplements, right? Like, I'm not talking about fillers that are in packaged foods. That's bad enough as it is, right? Fillers in packaged foods. I'm talking about fillers in the diet everywhere. So where do you slip in the healing food? Where do you get the healing food in when there's a whole bunch of other things that we're filling with? Where do you get the healing food? It's good to see you guys. We're live right now. A little surprise live right now today. Great to see you guys coming up. Tara Appleman, good to see you. You're here today. Incredible. So that's what happens. We go into these fillers. So what are these fillers? Let's go into that. Fillers are foods that may be okay to eat, but they're not healing us. They're not healing our body. They're not healing our organs, right? Because that's what happens. No, I'm eating good. I'm eating clean. I'm eating a great keto diet. Oh, no, I'm good. I'm eating a great paleo diet. Oh, no, I'm eating a good vegan diet. I'm eating a good plant-based diet, maybe, right? But it doesn't mean you ain't got all these fillers in there, because it's easy to get all these fillers in there. Now you got some corn chips. That's a filler. No, but these corn chips are healthy. They're healthy. What says on the package here? It says whole organic corn and avocado oil. So I'm going to be able to eat all these corn chips I want. It's a filler. The whole thing is a filler. Right? No, I'm eating good. I was just getting some Chinese food, and I picked the healthy options in there. I got some sesame oil and all this rice, and I got this pork, and it's a filler. All of it's a filler. I'm eating pretty healthy. I'm eating this vegan pizza. It's a gluten-free crust. It's a filler. Where's the healing foods? Oh, the healing food was on my vegan pizza. I had a couple little tomatoes on there. I saw something green on there, probably a little bit of basil. But it's a filler. There's so much filler going on. And that's what people don't understand. Is there so much filler going on out there? And that's, where does the healing food come in? How do we incorporate the healing foods? How do we bring in the healing foods so we can bypass all the fillers, right? Potatoes, that's a filler? No. Potatoes aren't a filler. Potatoes aren't. Potatoes are a medicinal food. They're a medicinal food. It's not a filler. Too many beans are a filler. Doesn't mean they're bad. Doesn't mean beans are bad. No, it's just that it's a lot of filler. You see how it works, you guys? Where's all the leafy greens? Where's all the leafy green herbs I want to show you guys? Where's all the asparagus, right, you guys? Where's all the kombucha squash, right? Where's all the kale? I got some avocados over here. You eat too many avocados and you got a filler. You could wolf those avocados down. You can just tank avocados down. It's easy to eat a lot of avocado. Avocado's healing. But when we're sick and we're chronically ill, we need more of the more healing foods. Avocado can become a filler, but it's in this list over here because it's still healing. Avocado is more healing than a piece of chicken. Chicken is a filler. Not the worst thing to eat if you're a chicken eater. Meaning, like, if that's what you eat, I'm not going to shame you. The one thing you won't get out of medical medium is you won't get the shaming. I'm not going to judge you. No way. You come on this channel and you're an animal eater. I'm just going to say no. It's okay if you do that. No, I'm not going to judge you. No way. I'm not going to shame you. No way. If you're a butter eater, I'm not going to shame you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm just going to say that butter will kill you in the end. Sure. That'll clog up your heart. That's the heart attack butter. The heart attack. That's what butter is. That's heart attack in a stick. That's what I'll tell friends. I'll be like, "Oh, you're having heart attack on a stick." Heart attack in a stick. You're having a heart attack stick. Right? That's what you're doing. No, this is organic butter. It's grass-fed butter. I'm only going to have a little here. I'm going to spread it on this. You're just having your heart attack stick. Not going to judge you, though. No way. Ever. Right? Salmon. It's a filler. You want to eat salmon? That's okay. You're sick. You're taking space away from other things that will heal you. You love your salmon, but it's a filler. There isn't fillers in it. You can get wild caught salmon. There's no fillers in it, but it's a filler itself. You see how it works, you guys? That's how it works. This is important to know. Salmon is not antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-mold, anti-yeast. See? It's a filler. Right? You can have grass-fed beef if you're somebody that loves grass-fed beef because medical medium is an anti-animal protein. Medical medium is an anti-plant diet. Medical medium is not anti-vegan diet, anti-vegetarian diet, anti-animal protein diet. No. But keep in mind, if you're going to be eating your meat, it's not antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-yeast, anti-whatever. It's not. It's not. It's a filler. It's a filler. It doesn't mean the meat is going to feed everything bad inside of you. I never said that. If someone wants to be animal protein, I would say lower the amount. But it's a filler. Dolores says, what's a filler? These are fillers that take up space. Very good question, Dolores. Thank you. Very good question. These are fillers that take up space in our diet and stop us from making room for what? Making room for what? Making room for more leafy greens, more asparagus, more Brussels sprouts, more kale, more squash, more papayas right there, more bananas right there, more oranges right there, more zucchinis, more everything. Right? These are just some things I got right here. So we take Seaweed Hero, exactly, less filling. We take up space. Right? You want your chicken. Okay? People want their chicken, they want to eat it too. They want to eat the cake too. They want their chicken and eat it too. They want their meat, they want to eat it too. They want their fish, they want to eat it too. They want their butter, they want to eat it too. Butter's different. That's just a heart attack on a stick that feeds bugs. Let's talk about plant-based for a second. Talk about vegans and plant-based for a second. So this is important. I just want to say to Kim on Rumble. Hi, Kim Marie. Right? And I can see your comments on Rumble too. Plant-based, you can be plant-based and still have fillers everywhere. Guess what? You can be plant-based and have too many avocados. And yes, they're healthier. They offer more than other fillers. Avocados offer more than meat filler. Avocado offers more than salmon. If you're wondering how that lemon stays on there like that, it's because it's obviously a prop piece of salmon. Avocados have more in them as a filler than chicken, but you can still play the filler game with too much avocado and too much nuts and seeds. You can eat, as a plant-based person, lots of nuts, lots of seeds. You hear this, guys? Listen, lots of nuts, lots of nut butters, lots of seeds. And yeah, there's some healing properties in nuts and there's some healing properties in seeds, but it still takes too much space and can still make it so a vegan person, a plant-based person can't heal because it becomes a filler. It becomes a filler. And you can be a vegan and eat too many beans, too much rice, because those are fillers. Oatmeal for both the animal protein people and the plant-based people, I'm just telling you now, or the vegans and the animal protein people, oatmeal is a safe grain to eat. But it's a filler. This is such an important topic. It's a filler, you guys. That's what it is. You can tank on some oatmeal every day, but it's not enough healing properties in oatmeal. Oatmeal is not antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-yeast, anti-everything that's making you sick. Oatmeal doesn't cleanse the poisons and toxins out of your liver and body. Meat is not antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-yeast, and meat can't cleanse metals and stuff that's inside your liver and your body. It can't cleanse it out. Salmon is not antiviral, antifungal, anti-yeast, antibacterial, and it can't cleanse the poison out of your body. It can't pull the poison out of your body. You see how it goes? It can't. AJ, good to see you. Right? Okay? Cara del Sol, hi on Rumble. It's good to see everybody coming on here. You see the difference? This is what I'm talking about. Where's the room for this? Right here. Where's the room for this? When you take on too much filler, whether you're plant-based, animal, this isn't an animal attack. This isn't an animal protein attack. We don't do that here. I know that so many people who come onto this channel are like, what is he? Is he vegan, plant-based? Okay, he's against animal protein. Okay, I'm gone. Bye. See you later, medical medium. Or same thing. The plant-based people coming on here, they're like, what is he? Is he pro-animal? Because I'm out of here. Boom. But it's not it. Where's the room for this? For whatever side of the aisle you're on. What side of the aisle are you guys on? Are you plant-based? Are you vegan? You could be. Are you animal protein? You could be. But where's the room for some of this? Even more of this. Where's the room for this? That's what it is. Where's the room for that dinosaur kale? Darlene says, what can you eat for breakfast that's not a filler? If you want something dense, you can have a potato. Potato's not a filler. You know why? Potato is antiviral, antibacterial, anti-yeast, anti-mold, antifungal, and it allows the body to cleanse. That's a potato, right? You can learn about these different recipes. So, Darlene, you can always get a cleanse to heal. The Liver Rescue is 53% off right now. Amazon.com US. 51% off right here. You can do the potato skillet out of Cleanse to Heal. Right here. Medical Medium books. Right? You can do that. So, you got those options. So what can we do? It's a really good question. Potatoes, look, there's all kinds of recipes right here. Medical Medium Book 1, the potato skillet's in that one. That's what I remember. The bottom line is, we can eat different things. You can do your smoothies in the morning. What would you replace for oatmeal? And it's not like you're not allowed oatmeal. So Ann Weston, it's not like you're not allowed oatmeal. It's just that it could be, there's so many things already in your diet. Oatmeal is one of them that could be a filler. So what can you do? Bananas, antiviral, antibacterial. Maybe put some extra bananas in your oatmeal. See, guys, I want to help. I want to help in any way I can. Because what I see out there is people eating so much filler that I'm like, that person's not going to heal if they get sick. Or that person's not going to get healed if they're sick. They're not. if you have some oatmeal and oatmeal's what you love, chop up a lot more banana. Make that oatmeal more banana than oatmeal. And you just switched the game. You just turned over the game right there, you guys. You hear that on TikTok? You just switched the game. You chopped up some bananas and you threw them in your oatmeal, and now your oatmeal is not all big oatmeal. Your oatmeal is some oatmeal and a lot of bananas, and you just got the antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-yeast. Thrive With said, I love potatoes. Do the heavy metal detox smoothie. Do the heavy metal detox smoothie in the morning. Do something, right, that takes place of the fillers but does something for you. Don't you want it working for you? Don't you want what you're doing working for you, you guys? Don't you want what you're eating to work for you? Like, you want it working for you. And so when everybody's doing too much filler, doesn't mean you're not allowed a piece of meat if you're an animal protein person. Doesn't mean you're not allowed a piece of salmon if you're an animal protein person, or a piece of chicken. It doesn't mean you're not allowed. Doesn't mean as a plant-based person you're not allowed all those nuts and seeds. You're not allowed some avocados. You're not allowed all that. It just means you gotta work with the miracles that the planet has and offers. I recommend holding off those animal proteins till the end of the day, till dinner time. If you're an animal protein person, you wait to the end of the day so you don't take up your day with too many fillers. And then at night, if you do your animal protein at night, that's when you did a filler. And I recommend if you're plant-based, if you're vegan and you're plant-based, I recommend you hold off on a lot of the grains and a lot of the oatmeal a little bit. Maybe you do those to the end of the day, but you replace it in the morning with your smoothies, and you got your banana smoothies. You got all that in there. Saying hi to Gabriel on Rumble. Glad you guys are on here on Rumble. So we're live on YouTube. We're live on Rumble. We're live on Facebook. We're live on TikTok. Live in Telegram. So, Gabrielle, potato waffles are really awesome. Potato waffles are really awesome. Gabrielle on Rumble. So, you can do things like a potato waffle because that isn't a filler. A potato's not a filler. But avocado toast is a filler. I'm not saying you can't have avocado toast on gluten-free toast, you guys. I'm not saying that. Angela says Liver Rescue Smoothies. Liver Rescue, incredible book. Right here. It's an incredible book. You guys need a book for Christmas, the holidays, the whole bit. These are incredible books. Liver Rescue, you got Cleanse to Heal, you got the Medical Medium book right there. The problem is, I'm not telling you no. You can't have that piece of meat. I'm not telling you, no, you can't have your oatmeal. This is bad. I'm telling you guys, you gotta kind of adjust it to make room for the foods that are gonna heal and help you and turn your life around, and not get caught up in too many of the fillers. Because if you get caught up in too many of the fillers, you pay the price down the road. Either you don't heal, or you never heal completely, or you get sicker in some way, and that's what happens. And no one really understands this. This isn't the channel of, oh, it's either animal protein or plant-based. No, this is the channel of reason. This is the channel of making sure you have every opportunity to heal in any way possible, and taking advantage of the opportunities here on the planet, because you got to eat. You got to eat so we can do things. We can do things with our foods that can change our lives. We get into these habits. I'm not telling you no. No. I'm telling you, you can have some grass-fed beef if that's what you eat. You can have Amazon. You can have food that you order from Amazon that's packaged or something, like a good pasta. You can get something like that. You can have beans. You can have grass-fed beef. You can have salmon. Right? You can go into the grocery store, into Whole Foods or another grocery store, and you can go and buy a can of beans if that's what you wanted. You can go buy a package of lentils. You can go buy a package of oatmeal. You can go into Whole Foods and grab some grass-fed beef. You can go online to one of the stores, wherever it is, and order something. I'm not saying no. What I am saying is we have to start thinking about, where is your medicine? Where's your medicine? Where is it? Where's your medicine? Is what I'm saying. Where is the medicine? Because I'm just saying, if we're going to eat, we want to heal. We do. Saying hi to Selfie Sage out there. Yep, on Rumble. And Drumcat on Rumble. So, you guys, I'm glad you're here. We're live right now. We're talking about fillers. And we're not talking about fillers in supplements. We're not talking about fillers in packaged food. We're not talking about fillers, you know what I mean? The bad stuff, additives and fillers. We're talking about fillers that you're adding into your diet every day that's stopping you from healing, stopping you from changing your life, stopping you from reversing the conditions and the symptoms, and stopping you from cleansing and healing. Cleansing and healing the body. Beverly Graff Hubert said, I found out fillers dry me out. Morning lemon water, celery juice, heavy metal detox smoothie makes such a difference in the morning. I didn't realize I was so dehydrated. Beverly, it's easy. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for the comment. It's easy to fill up on fillers. So easy. Eggs in the morning, filler. An egg's not going to reverse a condition. An egg is not going to heal you. You guys have to understand this. An egg doesn't heal you. This is critical information for people out there that are trying to heal and get their lives back. An egg doesn't heal you at all. And red onion helps you heal. An egg helps you get sick. It doesn't heal you. I'd rather have you eat avocados than eggs any day. But like I said, if you're plant-based, you could be eating way too much avocado. Then it becomes a filler. Because avocado does have healing properties, so I like it better than a lot of things. But when you dominate your diet with avocados all the time, it doesn't mean we're going to be actually reversing a condition. So when we have our avocado toast on gluten-free bread, that's great. And there's some healthy things in avocado, but it's not enough to reverse our condition and turn our lives around. It becomes a filler. Becomes a filler. An orange is not a filler. You make room for some oranges. You're making room. The minute you take away all those fillers, the minute you take away those right there, you just open the door for something to come in that can turn your life around. You just open the door to the magic of healing. You just open the door to the angelic healing powers that are around you. Angels wanting you to heal. However, universe wanting you to heal, whatever you believe, whatever it is that you have around you. You open the door for healing to happen when you push back the fillers a little bit. You just push them back a little bit. You don't have to push them all the way back. You just push them back a little and everything starts to change. Everything starts to change. It's incredible. Tara said, look on his website. The recipe is there on his page. So lots of recipes on medicalmedium.com. If you're too busy eating pork, so that's a filler right there. Pork's a big filler. Just letting everybody know right now. When you eat pork, you really hamper your pancreas. You hurt your liver. But it's not just that. It's a filler. Ham, pork chops, pulled pork, bacon. Bacon is one of those fillers that takes up your diet, doesn't give you anything back. You get nothing back. It takes away. You get nothing back. But it's one of those fillers. So it's something where if you get rid of the bacon You get rid of the ham. You just open the door. You bring in those steamed potatoes. You bring in that kabocha squash. You bring in that butternut squash. You bring in that delicata squash. You bring in that red curry squash. You can just bring in the spaghetti squash. But you can bring in different options. Bring in the steamed vegetables. Bring in the steamed broccoli, the steamed asparagus, the steamed Brussels sprouts. You bring these things in. So, Jaylon Rumble says or asks, is egg white as bad as the yolk? It is. It's bad in a different way. The yolk has more fat in it, right? The yolk has more fat in it. Okay. All right, so that's why the yolk is pretty bad. But regardless of whether the egg white or the yolk, it's all bad because it feeds the bugs. So let me just show you right here because I have to show you. Okay? So when you eat an egg, it becomes food for these guys in you. Yeast, mold, fungus, viruses, bacteria, feeds on eggs when you eat the eggs. When egg particles are floating around your body, all the bugs that make you have lupus, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, neurological Lyme, acne, eczema, psoriasis, dizziness, vertigo, tinnitus, aches and pains. It's these bugs that feed off of foods like eggs. That's why I don't like eggs as a filler. I don't like eggs I'd rather have you eat oatmeal any day. If you were to tell me I'm going to either eat eggs or oatmeal and pick and choose the filler, I'd be like, filler, lots of oatmeal. Doesn't matter if it's a filler. At least the oatmeal won't feed the bugs because oatmeal won't feed the viruses and the bacteria and the fungus and the yeast and the mold. Oatmeal won't feed that, but the eggs will. That's why I don't like eggs as a filler. Eggs is a bad filler. That's a bad filler. That's a bad one. The funny thing is all the vegan people and the plant-based people, the minute they get a symptom or they get sick, they run back to eggs first. And then they're just eating eggs. And they have no idea why they're sick. That's why they're eating eggs. And they have no idea eggs feed the very viruses and bacteria that are making them sick and the yeast and the fungus and mold. But they don't know. So all the vegan people and plant-based people just run back to eggs as fast as they can. That's why they don't really attack eggs. I don't know if you know this. But the vegan world and the plant-based world, they'll attack meat and meat eaters and blah, blah, blah. But they don't really like to say something about eggs too much because guess what? Every month they're having an egg or two. Not all of them. So, on Rumble, Compassion NCO, good to see you. Love your Liver Rescue. It helped me heal my migraines. I've suffered for 30 years. Wow. Right on Rumble. I'm glad you're here. It's an honor. What kind of fillers are you guys on? I just want to ask. Rebecca says, why are people with IC intolerant to so many good for you fruits and veggies? I have IC and struggle to get enough to eat. Does not cause a flare. Will these intolerances go away as I heal? Well, the thing is with IC, it's like this, okay? IC worsens from foods that you don't feel any discomfort from because IC, right, is caused by pathogens. So that's what IC is caused with, right? Interstitial cystitis is caused by pathogens. So these pathogens, they make a home in the bladder, the urethra, UTI, right? The urinary tract, and they make a home, and that home gets really patched up and rough, gets beat up in there. And so what happens is that you eat things like eggs and you think your IC is under control, and you eat things like some meat and you think it's under control, but it's okay to eat some meat, but if it becomes a filler in your life, it's not opening up the door for something that's going to heal your IC. What happens is fruits, and that's the question right there. You said fruits. Why do fruits bother, healthy fruits, bother some people with IC? It bothers them because they're raw inside. they're raw inside that urinary tract. They're raw because they got the long-term infections of streptococcus. They got the long-term infections of Epstein Barr. They got the long-term infections of bacteria. And so it's raw to the bone. So when you put astringency on it, when you start putting something astringent on it, like some berries you're eating, and the berries go down, or some oranges you're going down, right? And then those berries and those oranges are detoxing the body, and all that acid that's sitting inside people's bodies starts to come out along with the astringent power of some healing fruits. You're going to feel something with IC, but yet that's how you heal IC. So I tell people with interstitial cystitis, I tell them to take it easy then. You do some bananas. That does not bother at all. You do papaya. Tell them, you do papaya. Right there, for interstitial cystitis. Right there, papaya. It still gets the acids out. You're still going to have some of that acid burn from all that poison in the body. But that's one thing you can do. So today I just wanted to run by you guys a few things. Want to run by what fillers are you eating? And how can we slowly move some of those fillers to a lower level in the diet so we can get something else in there? How many zucchinis are you eating? Are you doing steamed zucchinis? You can do steamed zucchinis. You can do steamed asparagus every day. What does I see? It's interstitial cystitis. Hopefully that's the IC that they're asking about. Maybe, maybe it's someone can also make a mistake and do IC for incontinence or something else. But it should be that. So you create brown rice. I see that. What are you guys eating? If eggs are cooked properly, wouldn't it be dead to the virus? No, it's Teresa, it's what's in the egg that the virus feeds on. Dead or alive, when you eat the egg, it's the undeveloped proteins in the eggs. Undeveloped proteins, whether they're cooked or they're raw, the undeveloped protein, because the chicken hasn't been formed yet. So when you eat the chicken won't feed a virus. A chicken's not antiviral, antibacterial, anti-anything, though. It's not a healing food. You can eat it. It's a filler. It's a filler. But it's not a healer. Chicken is not a healer, right? Eggs, the undeveloped protein in eggs feeds all the bugs. It feeds all the bugs. That's what happens. So when you eat the egg, whether it's alive or cooked, the bugs in your body are going, whoa, food. Now let's get a flare-up of lupus down the road. Let's get a flare-up of fibro down the road. Let's get the neurological Lyme moving up a notch. Let's get every other problem, multiple sclerosis, worse. Steve Manson says, I have my lemon water first, then celery juice, then heavy metal detox, then oatmeal. That's my morning. Okay, let's cover that for a minute. First of all, it's amazing. You're having your lemon water first. Okay? So Steve, incredible. Right? You're moving on to your celery juice now. Boom. You're moving on to your celery juice. That's incredible. You're already doing things that fillers would have replaced. What if you decided just to have your oatmeal all morning and that was it? You just did a filler in the morning. But what you did, you had your filler later on, the oatmeal, which is not antiviral, not antibacterial. Oatmeal is not anti-yeast and mold. But you at least got some powerhouses in the morning. Then you had your filler. That's okay. But what if you got a few powerhouses? You got the heavy metal detox, and then the oatmeal. So you got a few weapons in there of healing, and then you did the filler later. That's what it is. That's your morning. That's great. But can you imagine if you did that, right? And then you did potatoes maybe for lunch, like some steamed potatoes, because potatoes aren't a filler. They're antiviral still. They're antibacterial. They're the anti-yeast and the anti-mold. What if you did avocados with one of the medical medium recipes. What if you did it with some cilantro? What if you did, not the avocados, potatoes? What if you did your potatoes with cilantro? What if you did your potatoes, Spirit corrected me that time. Spirit of compassion corrected me. What if you did some kale? What if you did some leafy greens, right? And then you did the oatmeal later on in the end of the day or later on in the afternoon. You just did more healing foods, and then you did your filler even later and later. And what if at dinner time you did steamed asparagus, steamed Brussels sprouts, more greens, some tomatoes, all of that, and maybe threw a half an avocado on there too, which is the best of all the fillers. Maybe you had some winter squash and you did all that and then you didn't do your oatmeal. Literally, you just avoided a whole day of fillers. But I'm not saying everybody has to do that. Okay? So on TikTok, I'm asked, where do we get our protein? Check out the Brainwashed, by Protein on Rumble. Check it out. All right? Protein. That's a head scratcher for me. So let's talk about protein a little bit because that's gonna have everybody thinking. Where you got to check out that protein episode on Rumble. You got to check that out, you guys. The one I did. Protein does not heal, right? It's not an antiviral thing. It's not an antibacterial thing. Protein doesn't heal the body. I'm scratching my head. If protein means everything and protein heals everything, why is the whole world sick and they're all on protein? They're cranked with protein. You guys on TikTok, they're loaded with protein. Everybody's eating protein. Protein is everywhere. Everybody's diet's loaded with protein. You can have bacon every morning, all that protein. You can have protein, pork chops and bacon and meat. You can eat anything, eggs. You can have protein all day long, but the hospitals are filled. The hospitals are filled. Everybody's getting sick. Protein doesn't stop people from getting sick. Protein's not saving everybody's life. Everybody's eating protein, but everybody's sick. Protein doesn't have antioxidants. It doesn't have glucose. It doesn't have trace mineral salts. It doesn't have phytochemical compounds. It doesn't have antiviral compounds. It doesn't have antibacterial compounds. It doesn't have anthocyanins. It doesn't have anything. So how come protein doesn't, Michelle L., that word triggers you? Protein? Juan says, if we are into building muscle, what else can we eat with medical medium? I want to heal, but not lose so much muscle. Juan, what keeps your muscles on is calories. Calories. That's what keeps your muscles on. It's calories and trace mineral salts. That's what keeps muscle on. If you take away your carbohydrates, you should check out Frogman on Instagram. Juan, check out Frogman on Instagram. He builds muscle. You can build muscle with fruits, vegetables, herbs, leafy greens, potatoes, all that. It's about mineral salts and calories. That's how we build our muscle. Protein doesn't build our muscle. I told this story on Rumble. You got to see the Rumble on protein. Honestly, watch the Rumble episode about protein. Your mind will be blown. I talk about a study they did on people that murdered 100 people. It murdered 100 people. They couldn't get out of the study, and they had to sit there and starve to death and die because all they fed them was protein, isolated protein. They took the calorie out. They took the carbohydrate out. They took the fat out. And because there wasn't even fat in there, and they separated the protein from the fat, they separated the protein from the calories, they separated the protein from the carbohydrate, they separated the protein from everything. Everybody sat in there for a couple of months until they died. They wasted away as if they were in a concentration camp and they couldn't back out because the study was years ago. Right now, you can back out of a study now. If you become part of a test study of some kind now, there is a clause in the contract that says if you start getting really ill or start falling apart or something happens to you, you can leave. But back then, 60 years ago, 60 years ago, 70 years ago, you couldn't leave the study. You signed your life away, and then 100 people watched each other die, and some of them started eating other people. Some people died in there, and others were actually eating other people in there. And that's what happens when you feed somebody just protein and you take out the carbohydrate. Because the carbohydrate is how the muscle stays strong. Take all carbohydrates away from a bodybuilder. Take them all away. What do you think bulking and cutting is? Bulking and cutting. They end up eating all this carbohydrate with fat, but they end up eating all this carbohydrate, and they bulk up, and they're doing the weights, and they're bulking up, and then they have to cut their calories back again in hopes to lose the fat, but keep the muscle. It's a game they try to survive with. It's bulking and cutting. Bulk up, you eat more carbohydrate, and then you're bulking up, and then you're really fat because you ate carbohydrates with fats combined. So you got fat and muscly. So then they go, well, I don't like the way I look. I look too fat even though I got lots of muscle. So I better now cut my calories down. And then they try to shed the fat but keep the muscle. It's a game. It's called bulking and cutting. But what they don't understand is you don't do the fat so much. You bulk up on the carbohydrates and you work out, and boom, you got muscles and you're not as fat. Look, you can be an animal protein person. You can be a plant-based person. And I'm not telling you, no, you can't eat that meat. No, you can't eat that salmon. No, you can't eat that chicken. If you're plant-based, no, you can't eat those nuts and seeds. No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, where's your medicine? Because it ain't chicken, and it ain't a whole bunch of nuts and seeds and nut butters and oils. That's not medicine. It's not medicine enough. Your medicine's not bacon. Your medicine's not eggs. Your medicine isn't sunflower seeds. Where's your medicine? Like the real stuff, the stuff that's going to help you cleanse, the stuff that's going to help save your life if you're ever down on your hands and knees begging for God to help. You know, the whole thing is, I've run into so many people over the years, and I've helped tens and tens of thousands of people throughout the years, right? 35 years of helping people get their lives back. And then the Medical Medium book series right here. If you don't have Liver Rescue, take advantage of the 53% off. Or get it free at the library if you have to. Get it free at the library. I don't care. Right now, it's not going to help me if you buy Liver Rescue because it costs more to print it. But the point is if you have these books, you can arm yourself with information. And the point I'm trying to say is, right, out of all the years and the people that I've watched that have been just sick and so sick, I've seen people that weren't religious on any level. I didn't even believe in God, which is fine. You can believe in God, you don't believe in God, it doesn't matter to me. I don't judge anybody for anything. But I've seen people that are not religious at all. That no way God exists. And then they get really sick. And they're on their hands and knees and now they're praying to God. First time in their life, they're on their hands and knees. They're so sick that they're even praying to God now because they're so sick they can't believe how sick they are. And they don't know how to get out of it because they went to their 50th doctor and 50th specialist. You guys, it's so sad. They went to their 50th specialist. And they've been so sick. And now they weren't even a religious person. And now they're down on their hands and knees and they're praying to God. God help me. God help me. And I've seen people religious that don't believe in Jesus Christ. They're religious, and that's fine. You do whatever you want. But I've seen people who are religious that don't believe in Jesus Christ, and they get sick, and they get so sick, and now they're on their hands and knees saying, Jesus Christ, save me. Jesus, come help me. Jesus, that's what they're saying. And they never believed in Jesus. They're religious, that had a religion, and now all of a sudden they're just praying to God to send Jesus Christ to help them. I've seen people that don't believe in angels. They get sick. Oh, no one can convince them an angel exists. No one can convince them. And then they get sick. And they're down on their hands and knees. And down on their hands and knees. And they're like, angels, just please. I need an angel to save my life. I need an angel here now. And it's just, and because that's how hard it is when we get sick. And we're struggling. That's how hard it is. And I've watched this over and over again, and I feel so bad for people. I'm like, well, where's your medicine? Where's your medicine? You know? Like, where is it? Like, where's the medicine? Where's the answers? Where's the information? Where is it? And then when people find the information, I've had people talk to me for years, they're like, oh my God, I didn't know. Jeanette says, all my cysts have cleared up from medical medium cleanses. Incredible. The information in the books is here for people. A cleanse to heal. If you don't have cleanse to heal or liver rescue or medical medium. Anna says, I used to have coffee with milk and bread for breakfast. Filler. Bread for breakfast, a filler, right? Milk's a filler. And now I replaced it with 32 ounces of lemon water, 32 ounces of celery juice, and heavy metal detox smoothie for many years now. You have rid your morning, Anna Dominguez, you have rid your morning of fillers. Now look, that information's all in this book right there. Anna, you know that, of course. Obviously, you have cleanse to heal. So that information for everybody else is all in the books. Right? It's important to know. I've seen people that didn't believe in anything. People that just think we float on a rock. No, we're on a rock. You die, you're nothing. You float on this rock, you die, you're nothing. Evolution's why we're here. We were a monkey, we were a snail, and then the snail crawled up the shore and we became a lizard. Then the lizard was on the edge of the shore, and the lizard grew into a possum, and then the possum grew into a bear, and then the bear grew into a monkey, and then a monkey grew into a giraffe, then a giraffe grew into a tiger, and then finally we became, tiger became a gorilla, and then the gorilla, and all of a sudden we became human. And I always say, well, what happened to the other gorillas? What happened to the other monkeys? Because I'm confused about that one. I've seen people who actually just think we just live on a rock, we die, we don't have a soul in the end, it just disappears and we die. And I've seen them when they get sick on their hands and knees, like, I know I'm more than this. And they're on their hands and knees, I know I'm more than this, I need help, I want answers, and all of a sudden, God help me. That's what, when we get sick, that's what can happen, right? Daisy says, what about emergency food supplies? What do you recommend? That's okay if it's fillers. Emergency food supplies? Well, I'll give you a couple of rundowns right now. You know what? I'll do a rumble on it too sometime, a whole rumble on it, okay? But emergency food supplies, first of all, freezer stuff is important. That's important, right? Meaning like, you run out of food shortage, there's no food, you want at least enough in the freezer. So keep that in mind. So you can freeze fruit. You can freeze bananas. I got a lot of bananas in my freezer. A lot of frozen bananas. That's something you can do, right? And one day I'll talk about a whole list. I'll do a rumble with a whole list of different stuff. Or I'll do an Amazon Live or something. And we'll do that, okay? Maybe we'll do an Amazon Live, and because we can make stuff too and everything else. It'll be fun, right? But anyway, just want to let you guys know about that book, though. It's 51% off Amazon.com US. Right? Yeah. Question on Rumble. Why do they say if you have a cold or flu, eat chicken soup? Because it's soup. It's lighter. It's lighter. They don't tell you to eat a Thanksgiving dinner because somewhere along the line, somebody figured that out, that if you eat too much when you're sick with the flu and you can't eat anything, you just vomited, you got diarrhea, you got a high fever, the last thing you need is a big old turkey wedge sub or a big old meatball grinder or a big old Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Or when you got the flu, you don't need a pizza. When you got the flu, because when you got the flu and you go eat a big old pizza pie, your butt's going to be probably cranking that fever higher than it was to begin with. If it was 102 fever, it's going to be 104 by the night's over. So what they found out was you eat light. You eat light when you have the flu. And since people can't give up chicken who love chicken, it's better to just have a little chicken in the soup and then you're sipping all the vegetables. What's healing about your chicken soup? I know this is going to piss off somebody. I can't do a show without pissing off somebody. It's not going to piss you off that asked the question, I'm sure, but this is going to piss off somebody. I'll have the chicken soup people on me. I have so many people on me, you guys. You don't even know. You should see what half my day is lately. You have no idea what I got to do. I have so many people. I got so many people making up fake crap, fake stories, doing this, doing that. I got so many industries that are putting all kinds of trolls out there. I got so many people out there trying to chip me away at every different angle. You guys have no idea. The apple cider vinegar, the earth particle, crew, the charcoal crew, everybody under the sun, and they got bucks. They got millions and millions of bucks, man. And they send people out to put out fake stories, fake this, fake that, do this, bad media, you name it, because I put the truth out there. You know what my holidays is? My holidays is trying to navigate. You want to know what my Christmas is? My holidays are navigating the amount of tax I have behind the scenes that nobody even knows about. That's my life, outside of writing the books. Here's the deal. Chicken soup is healing because of the broth, because of the onion. It's onion. Onion. In your chicken soup, it's the carrot. It's the onion. That's what's healing in your chicken soup. You got the flu, you got the onion and garlic. I got relatives that make chicken soup. But because they can't let go of their chickens and they make the chicken soup, they got garlic in there, they got onions in there. I always say, Nana. I'm like, Nana, right? Nana, you gotta put garlic in there. Nana, you gotta put onion in there. And what happens is that it's those things in the chicken soup. When you go eat a roasted chicken, you got the flu, you eat a roasted chicken, your butt's going to be sick when you got the flu and you eat a half of a roasted chicken. Say you're somebody that's used to eating a whole bunch of chicken drumsticks, a whole bunch of chicken thighs. And you go and do that rotisserie chicken when you got yourself 102 temperature and you go do that, you'll be so sick that night. You'll have 104 temperature. You'll be in the hospital now wondering if you got some other kind of thing. Chicken's okay if you want to eat it, but it's a filler. I never said meat, you can't eat meat. When did I ever say that? When did I ever say that? You know what's funny about medical meme information? It's the number one selling books in health for 6.5 years running out of any health author out there in the world. Right? Worldwide. You see the gold emblem there? No one has that. And what's incredible is I still got all the vegans pissed off at me. I still got the animal protein people pissed off at me. I still got the keto people pissed off at me. Everybody takes shit personally. Oh no, he's anti-meat. Because he doesn't have a meat recipe. That's not true. I'm not anti-meat. Oh, he's anti-vegans. No, I'm not. If you're a plant-based person and you do all raw, stay all raw because I love it. If you're a vegan person and you're not all raw and you're doing cooked, stay that way and keep your cooked in there. If you're a vegetarian and you like to do this, you can stay that way. If you're an animal protein person, you can stay that way, but learn how to heal. Learn how to cleanse and heal. Cleanse and heal. Cleanse and heal. So let's talk about a few healing foods. Let's go. I got a few things in front of me right here. Asparagus. If you can get asparagus in you every single day, you're going to move the needle. You're going to start moving the needle. That's a liver cleanser. That's a liver cleanser right here. Right there. Guys on TikTok, you can see it a little bit? Yeah, you see it. Telegram. Liver cleanser. Right there. Telegram. Send that down the wire. Asparagus. You cleanse the liver. You got skin issues. You need asparagus. You got eczema, psoriasis. You need asparagus. You got vitiligo. You need asparagus. You want an anti-ager. You need asparagus. Anti-ager. Asparagus, anti-ager. I'm backwards on this, right? Asparagus. That's why I love doing live stuff. You just don't know what's going to go wrong. Right? I got a phone call coming in. I got a phone call coming in, by the way. I got a friend calling. So I just got, it's incredible. Where's your medicine? Where's the medicinal food? Where is it? Yeah. Hello? Yeah, I'm having dinner. Yeah, I told you I'm doing asparagus. You told me to do asparagus, so I'm doing it. How many? One? Yeah, one. Huh? What do you mean? Yeah. I'm having salmon. Uh-huh. I'm having surf and turf. Surf and turf. I'm having salmon and I'm having chicken. Yeah. Well, I have asparagus in here. Yeah. Well, I was at the restaurant. You know when I was at the fancy restaurant last week? What they gave me salmon sauteed, and they gave me 2 asparagus. So I'm just having 2 asparagus. Yeah. No, is my pee gonna smell? Yeah, I don't like asparagus because my pee smells. Yeah. And then my roommate doesn't like the smell when my roommate goes in the bathroom. Yeah. What happened last week when I went in a restaurant and I had more than 1 piece? I had a piece and a half, and then I came home and I went to the bathroom and I smelled up the bathroom, and my roommate said that my roommate said he wants to move out. So I'm just going to have 1. You know what? I'm just going to have 1 tonight. Yeah, 1 asparagus. All right, I got to go. You get a bunch of asparagus, right? You get a bunch of asparagus, and you eat a bunch a day. But what it does is it replaces the fillers, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You eat a bunch of asparagus, a half a bunch. You eat a half a bunch of asparagus. That's what today's about. I forgot what today was about. I'm talking about everything under the sun, so I think I forgot. Let's just not go into the time change thing yet, because I'm going to do a whole show on the time change. Though we're going to go into the real nitty gritty about the time change. I hope you guys stay tuned into all my videos on Rumble, on Telegram, right? Right here on YouTube, right here on TikTok. I got so much to say. And it's not because I know anything. It's because of my source. My source knows a heck of a lot. Half a bunch of asparagus. Do that. Do a half a bunch, right? Maybe a half a bunch. Do that a day. And then you're taking place of fillers, but you're doing something where there's the medicine. You know what kind of anti-disease fighting compounds are in asparagus? Oh, whoa. You start doing that, right? And what about herb leafy greens? Leafy greens that are herbs. Cilantro. Now, I'm not talking about like this. You ready? I'm not talking about this. So, I'm going to put a little bit of cilantro on my salmon. Medical medium says cilantro is really good. Now, I'm going to put a little cilantro on my salmon right there. That's not going to get you anywhere. That's not going to. I love it. I love cooking shows out there like Famous Chefs and all that stuff or whatever. They think they got it so down because they put a little bit of that parsley chopped up on there. They want that green through. They put a scallion, like a little bit of a chive on there. They put a little bit on this. Meanwhile, the whole plate is filler. This isn't going to be enough. So what you do is you have like the heavy metal detox smoothie and you put some cilantro in there. You have cilantro as a salad. Okay. I know you guys all love avocado, right? Fine. Let's eat avocados. Let's eat avocados, okay? Let's eat avocados. Let's have avocados, all right? Let's have avocados, okay? I'm going to eat some avocados. But let's put them on a nice big old bed of leafy green herb. Let's do that. Let's put them on a big old bed of leafy green herbs. Let's do that, okay? How does that sound? Let's do that. Remember what I taught you guys about avocado on all the videos now? You guys remember, right? Remember that? Get rid of that right there. Boom. That little hard as a rock stem. Get rid of that. You bite onto that, you're in trouble. Falls into the guacamole. But let's eat avocados. I'm not anti-avocado. But let's have avocado. You want to eat all the avocados you want? But let's eat it. Let's chop up all that avocado on top of a lot of herb. And I'm not talking about this herb. Not talking about that herb. Okay? That herb, that's not a good thing. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not judging you. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not judging you or nothing. I love you being here. You do what you want in your life. Okay? But keep in mind, if you want to do avocado, you have it on a bed of herb. You can do a lot of cilantro. You can do a lot of parsley. You can chop up a whole bunch, maybe some lettuce too if you want, maybe some kale. And then you throw all that avocado on there, and then you chop up a tomato. You want it a little juicy, you chop up a tomato. You put one of these babies in there a little bit if you can handle some heat. You pop in one of those. Maybe you put some red bell pepper. Maybe you put a little onion. But what you do is you have your avocado salad, but you just made a medicine ball. You just made a medicine ball in your salad. A medicine ball. That's what you did. That's what you did. You made a medicine ball. Right? So keep that in mind. So let's go into a little bit of kale. Right? You love your avocado? Put a little bit in your kale then. But get your leafy greens in you. Now, if you want to heal and you got a serious condition, there's ways to heal, and you keep the avocado out, and you keep the meat out, and you keep whatever out. And that's a good question right now. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about meat. Okay? You love your chicken? Put a little bit of chicken on a bed of herb. A bed of herb. You love your chicken? Make sure you're eating enough herb with it. Have that at the end of the day. You love your meat or salmon? Make sure you have it with a lot of herb. Throw some radishes in there. Get the medicine in because you got to balance the filler. Now, when it comes to healing, though, healing deep-seated stuff, that's still going to get in the way. The avocado still can get in the way if there's too much in your diet. But the point is you're balancing the filler. You're actually tipping the scale the better direction. You want to have your grass-fed beef pieces in a salad, you put them on top of some parsley and some cilantro and some kale, and you get that green in you so that it can help to kind of mediate the filler. The filler. And that's the way to do it. You can do so much with steamed vegetables on greens. You can take asparagus, Brussels sprouts. You can take squash. You can take these beautiful kabocha squashes right here. Look at that. You can take these. And you can steam these up. And it's unbelievable. And you chop all that up and all these steamed vegetables and you put the kabocha squash on top of your greens. And that's not a filler. That's medicine. Your squashes are antiviral, antipathogen, anti-bug, anti-this, anti-that. They're anti-everything that's bad for you. And that's what these squashes are. And that when you think about that, whoa. You feel like you want to have a coffee, get a bunch of oranges out, cut them up, squeeze the juice out of them, get a nice fresh orange juice down. Replace that coffee one time. See what happens. See what clicks in. See what happens. Right? Carlene says, I can't get organic veggies. Are conventional really bad? No, they're not really bad. If you can't get organic, you get conventional. Now, I'm going to get the crap beat out of me for that by somebody. Because that's when they all get mad. Everybody gets mad. And they say, no, medical medium tells everybody to eat the dirty dozen. Medical medium tells everybody to eat the bad pesticides. Medical medium tells... No, you can definitely do that. I would do that in a second. You think that the fruits and vegetables I'm eating every day are all organic? You think so? No. Because you know why? Because the medicine in the fruits and vegetables, you just got to wash them good. The medicine in them outweigh, they detoxify what's in that vegetable or fruit that's conventional. It detoxifies it. Every single crop in the conventional world gets sprayed 3 times a week. The organic world, they spray 3 times a week. They spray MSG. They spray caffeine. They spray nicotine. Organic doesn't mean you're free of spray. They use nicotine in all the organic sprays. That's why I say wash your fruits and vegetables. There's nicotine all over organic produce. There's nicotine all over everything. It's a good... I mean, I'm just telling you, there's MSG all over organic produce. There's nicotine all over. All those organic croppers, man, they're spraying. They're spraying all that produce. All that produce. They even spray it with copper and stuff. Stuff that's bad. There's copper all over everything. In the conventional world of produce, there's copper in that spray too. There's pesticides. They got all that. All that's in there too. And all animal products... All the animal products, animals that eat all the green grass still has all the toxins on grass, grass-fed beef. Animals are also eating all these other foods, right? All the grain and everything else, right? People still go into restaurants. I have people that are like, I'm a grass-fed guy only, and they're in a restaurant eating just regular farm-raised chicken, eating regular meat, you know? Everybody's eating something. See, you use a lot of conventional too. Look, you can do conventional produce. Lorraine Casey says, why spray with nicotine? To kill the bugs. Nicotine is a neurotoxin. Nicotine and MSG is a neurotoxin. MSG kills insects. It doesn't kill viruses inside of us. It just kills like flying insects. You know, like innocent flying insects that are flying around. The nicotine and the MSG hits them and it just kills them. It kills their nervous system. So, you guys, I'm going to be on Amazon Live at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 o'clock Pacific on Wednesday. Okay? And I'm going to be doing that every week. So I'm just letting you guys know, every single Wednesday, I'm going to be on Amazon Live doing the cooking show, the Medical Meme Cooking Show, and doing all the cooking tips. At 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Pacific. Just letting you know. And I'm going to be on Amazon Live on Sundays too. So every Sunday. So every Sunday at 3 o'clock, right? Probably 3 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock, Eastern, 12 o'clock Pacific. Just letting you guys know. And we're going to be doing some holiday cooking ideas. We're going to be cooking stuff. We're going to be doing tips. We're going to be talking about stuff that I use, all of this. You love those squashes too? Frugivore Bear, how are you? You love the medical medium regular schedule? Trisha Marie, thanks for being here. Amy Tang, thanks for being here. And you guys, I'm doing the exclusive messages on Telegram. Make sure you guys subscribe to my Telegram. And I'm doing exclusive videos on Rumble. Make sure you subscribe there. Cold White Spring, good to see you. Kimberly Miller. You guys, and on TikTok, it's great to have you guys here. I hope we picked up some goodies. I hope you guys picked up some goodies today, because that's what I want to do. I want to make sure you guys have the information. When you get a chance, pick up a Cleanse to Heal, all right? Liver Rescue. Get it free at the library or your bookstore. Amazon's got a killer sale on this book right here, and Liver Rescue. Anyway, I love you guys. Proud of all you guys. And I'll see you soon. Amazon Live is what we're going to do on Wednesday. I hope to see you guys there.